Glenn Maxwell is an Australian all-rounder that has set the world alight with his mix of power and innovation in the white ball game. Nicknamed the Big Show, he has gone on to play some of the most savage, brutal, and at times unbelievable innings that has made him a must-see batsman in world cricket. Here we'll be analysing the batting style and technique of Glenn Maxwell. Typically when analysing batting techniques, I look at the batting stance first, but in the case of Maxwell, his batting stance is dependent on the match situation and the field placings. In this example, we see how he sets up outside leg stump and then moves across to the line of leg to play straight down the ground. In the next example, in the infamous match against Afghanistan, while injured, he sets up with an open stance and uses his hands to do the work. Against the medium pacer, he keeps the same open stance but then moves his right leg across to reverse hit the ball. In this final example, he gets back and across his stumps and pulls the ball. All of this highlights that Maxwell can hit to all areas around the ground, but he uses his game awareness to set up where he's going to score. Maxwell is a 360 player, meaning he can score to all areas around the ground. Players such as Sky, Butler, and the legendary AB de Villiers have the ability to score anywhere. Maxwell is arguably the best 360 player in the world. This is what makes him hard to bowl to. If you bowl outside off stump, he can cut, drive, open the face, or reverse hit the ball. Anything straight, he can take down the ground, or use his amazing hand-eye coordination to flick the ball to leg, or even use his power to muscle the ball for six. In addition to that, he can scoop the ball fine. Maxwell's typical setup when batting is an open stance. The open stance allows him to open up into the power hit position to hit the ball with force and power. It also allows him to use his excellent hand-eye coordination to manipulate the ball by opening the face of the bat. Another aspect of Maxwell's open stance is how it allows him to rotate his hips to generate power through the shot. He shifts his weight onto the back foot and bends his back leg. From here, he rotates and swivels his hips through, which helps him generate momentum and power through the shot. From watching Maxwell bat, you can see the influence that golfing has had on his batting style. In this example, we can see similarities between his golf swing and bat swing. He has an open stance with the weight on the back leg. On the downswing, we can see the bend in the back leg, as well as the similarities of the golf club and bat position before contact. As he comes through the shot, his forearms muscle the ball away, but in the cricket shot, he uses the flick of the wrist to generate more power. As mentioned earlier, Glenn Maxwell has amazing hand-eye coordination. While his batting stance and position on the crease sets him up to play his shots, his hands and wrists manipulate where the ball goes. Here against the spinner, he gets himself into position to drive the ball. At the point of contact, he flat bats the drive and proceeds to rotate the wrists and bottom hand on the shot to generate tremendous power and placement to the extra cover region. Here we can see how Maxwell shovels the full delivery for six using his strong forearms and bottom hand. As the bottom hand comes through, there is once again a flick of the wrist. In this last example, he gets low on the ball and opens the face of the bat, but what is incredible to see is that he uses his flexible wrists to slice across the ball. Maxwell's dominance against spin is eye-watering. As a bowler and opposition captain, you have no idea where to bowl to him. As mentioned earlier, Maxwell is a 360 player. This statement is true for both pace and spin. Against spin, Maxwell typically sets up with an open stance. Maintaining a still head position throughout, he'll premeditate his positioning on the crease, and the shots he plays is based on the field placement. When playing the slog sweep, he moves back and across, as well as keeping low to sweep to the leg side. When playing the reverse sweep, he switches his stance and turns the bat face. In addition to this, Maxwell can maintain his position on the crease and hit straight down the ground or use his wrist to hit the ball over deep mid-wicket. He also has quick transferring weight to move off the front foot to the back foot to punch the ball away.